Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Young here, and today I'm back with another Fortnite tips and tricks video for you guys. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys a full guide on how to win in Season 6. I have a really good drop for you guys. I'm going to show you guys exactly where to go and a full guide to go along with it. If you guys are struggling to get wins here in Season 6, just follow this guide, and I guarantee you guys will be winning more games in no time. And before we get into the video, make sure to drop a like on the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on my notifications so you're notified for every single new video. And just a side note on the giveaway that I've been doing on my channel, if you guys want to hear the winners of that giveaway, Mayo will be announcing those winners as soon as he hits 25,000 subscribers. So as soon as he hits that mark, he will be announcing the winners of that headphone giveaway. And alright, let's get right to the video. Okay, so the drop that I want to show you guys, this is a drop that I've been going to for a little bit. In solos, I've gotten quite a bit of solo wins going from this location, and it's close to Paradise Palms. It's kind of in the back. I'm not sure exactly what they're called, but they're the houses behind Paradise Palms. And another really good drop, say if you see a lot of people land here in this game, usually there isn't that many people who land here, and that's a really good idea when you go for a drop. If you want to go for an easy win, you definitely want to go to a place where there's not a lot of people. In this game, there was 4 people that dropped here, which is kind of surprising because I barely see anybody ever come here. But say if there's a lot of people who come here, you can go to the gas stations that are on the right, or you could even go into Paradise Palms. And the reason that I chose this location to do the video on is because right here in the sand area, it's a really good spot to get around because there is a ton of rifts everywhere, and that's kind of why I like here. This is why I come here a lot of times for a lot of games, because you're really never going to get screwed over by the circle because there's rifts everywhere. So if you miss the circle, either someone finessed your rift or you just didn't even go into the rift, because most of the time I've never even got caught by the circle. I never had to worry about the circle because no matter how bad it was, I think the worst circle you could have from here is at Dusty. So you could take the rift pretty much all the way to Salty, and then from there it's really not that far of a run to Dusty, but that's the worst circle possible. A lot of times, and even in this game, the circle was on me, so I didn't have to worry about anything at all, and a rift could just be really good. So if I want to push another player or get to a spot really quickly, and I'm going to show you guys a really good loot location to go from here. And in this game, this player actually dinked me for a ton of damage. I was trying to get like a quick peek shot on him, trying to get a few headshots. I didn't want to peek for too long, but this guy sniped me or something, but he took so much damage, so the best thing I can do is just run away. And a lot of times if you get shot up, you really want to play the heal game. You don't want to challenge people when you're low on health, especially if they get the first tag on you, because a lot of times you're going to be losing that gunfight. So the best thing that I could do, and the best thing that I did do in the situation, was completely avoid it. I went to Paradise Palms, and the reason I went here because there's probably a lot of things that are unlooted. This place was packed in the beginning of Season 5, but now in Season 6, it really isn't too many people who land there. The guy who made me loot is still following me. It's kind of surprising that in this game, a lot of players, when you rift away, it doesn't matter how inconvenient or out of the way it would be, people just want to go for a quick kill, so they're going to keep following you. I was just trying to shake this guy. I missed the rift, and I thought right here I was going to be screwed over, but I just built up, hop in this rift, so I was just shaking this guy, do anything I can to just get him off of me. And then I went down, grabbed the heals over here because I didn't want to fight this guy without any proper heals, because if I miss one shot or hit the guy for 85, and chances are I'm going to be dead. So I just want to play the heal game. I came here, I got a trap. I keep forgetting I changed my keybinds where I made with the right stick down places the trap, so that's why I rotated my ramp, because that's what I put as X, and that's normally what the trap was. And the keybinds that I use now, I've definitely liked them a lot better with the right stick down. I've been able to get traps off so much quicker. I've seen this guy right outside the doorway, so what I want to do is put a ramp down. And the thing about ramps is when you edit, you can see right behind it. And this guy runs around, he walks right to the trap that I placed earlier, completely outplayed. This guy could try to go for a flank on me, but didn't even look for a trap. Had hit this man with a little dance, had to do a little jig on him. Oh, what are you doing? Like, see, this guy was mad because he left instantly. He didn't even spectate me, but I still had to hit a little dance too. And from this location, usually there's going to be rifts here, but I took both those rifts just trying to get away from that player. But fortunately, in this game, the circle wasn't too far, so I just had to run a little bit. But I'm going to show you guys exactly where you want to go after that. Say if you get a rift, or you can even run there if there is no rifts. Is a really good spot to get loot. I come here all the time to get stacked up on loot, because usually there's a lot of places in this game that are really good on loot that not a lot of players go to. They kind of avoid it. People like to go to the major places like Tilted, to Pleasant, to Retail, just like those major places, and there's still a lot of places in between that are completely unlooted. A place for that is right in front of me. I normally don't stop by here, but there is quite a bit of loot in here. I think there's 2 chests you can find. Of course, you can find good weapons on the ground. You can find some shields if you need it. So normally after I would hit that rift, I would come immediately to this house over here. These are the abandoned houses right outside Salty Springs. There's one right here, there's one to my right, there's one to my left. left and another one in front of me. So there's 4 abandoned houses, and a lot of times those are completely unlooted, which is always good to have a backup place to go to, because there's sometimes in some games where you just cannot find any shields or you get drained for all of your health. And these abandoned houses are a really good place to go to if you're in need for some shield. And this guy was still behind the tree. I was trying to edit my ramp, and just in case the guy peeked out, I would have gone for an edit play. The guy who was shooting at him was right here, and this situation was a gunfight where I really just wasn't having it. I was just couldn't hit a shot. I couldn't build, my builds are off, and it was really annoying because trying to build around trees is always pretty petty. So this guy knocks me down a little bit, and you're about to see I'm choking all of my shots, and I try to go for a trap play on this guy. I didn't have my trap out. He goes for an edit play on me. He almost got me. That was a really good play by him. He almost had me in that situation. But the best thing I could do is go for high ground, maybe try to pop a heal, but I see an open shot on this guy. I completely choke my shot. Try to shoot again. I'm just playing really bad here. Can't really get a shot on this guy. There's not much I can do, and I really should have played for a heal. That's one thing I should have done instead of going for the play on this guy. I missed another shot. He dinks me for a lot of my health. At this point, I can either fight him or try to hold him off for a little bit, try to pop a few minis, or try to run away. Here, I tried to run away. I forgot about the trees. Like I said, I was just choking in this gunfight, and we all have gunfights like that where just nothing seems to work right, and it just looks really bad. Get a shot on him with my shotgun. It really didn't do much. It only did 17 damage, but at least it was something. It was the only tag that I really had on this guy. At this point, my only option, my best option, is to drop down and to pop some heals, get a few heals off. And I wasn't sure if it was this guy or another player throwing smokes, but someone was throwing smoke grenades, because if they were throwing smokes, I had to dip, I had to get out of there. And as soon as I tried to pop my big shot, there was a guy to my right, so I knew I was about to get pinched by the guy in front of me and the guy to my right. So right now, I'm just trying to work around this house. I really wanted to get my other big pot off before I challenge anybody, because I want to have the most amount of health possible. So now a ton of people are shooting each other. So my best option was to turtle up and to get all of my heals off. And one of the guys is still continuously throwing smoke grenades, which is really annoying because I didn't have that much health. So a smoke grenade really would have drained me of my health. I didn't really want to challenge out there. I could have gone for the sniper because he didn't really look like a really good player. So that's the guy who I really wanted to go for. But if I know if I ran out there to try to go for that guy with the sniper, I guarantee you I would have gotten shot by the guy up top who was spraying me earlier that I was just choking my shots on. So there's not really much I could do. Either I would have to challenge the guy up top and get third partied by the guy on bottom, or go for the guy on the bottom and get third partied by the guy on top. So there's not really too much I can do. So I kind of just turtled up. I played really patient this game because I wanted to go for the win. Normally I would play very quickly and move out, but I knew this guy was camping around me, and that's probably the last thing you want to do, is try to navigate through a bunch of buildings or a building, and just navigate through anything when you know there's a guy camping in there and he's gonna be third partying the wall, just third peeking that wall. So the second you walk out there, you're gonna get dinked in the head for all of your health. I guarantee it. So it really wasn't too much. I decided to just turtle up for a little bit. I almost never play like this, but the guy was below me, and I know I was just choking my shots left and right, and also my mat count wasn't as much as I really wanted it to. I had enough mats for a fight, but if I got third parted by any team, I guarantee I was probably going to run pretty low on mats very quickly. Storm was about to come in, so this is how to make my play, how to do something. I hear the guy below me. He was camping behind this bush. I absolutely laser this guy. This guy gets a few tags on me, tries to ramp up. I miss another shot, and then I spray him with the AR. So I get the kill on this guy. The storm's pushing up, and the storm is doing 5 damage. So he's doing a ton of damage. I have to get out of the storm right away. I risked taking a little bit more damage just so I could grab the big shield. Probably wasn't the smartest idea in that situation, considering I had a few to spare. But I popped this big shield, and I want to go fight the guy that's in front of me, because I didn't want to delay this fight for any longer, because I guarantee if I would have waited on this fight, I probably would have gotten third partied. So I wanted to make a push on this guy. I didn't have the most health, so I couldn't take much fall damage, but I still wanted to push this guy. So I do a ramp push on this guy, just try to get as close to him as possible. This guy was spraying as hard as he possibly could at me. I'm really just trying to get a little bit of an angle on this guy. I see him try to ramp up, so I get a few shots on his wall, kind of just mess him up a little bit. And at this point, this guy was still building a little bit, so I feel like this was my opportunity to push. So I do a ramp rush where I have the ramp above me and the ramp below me. I put up 4 panel there, and then I ramp along the other side, and I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to get high ground on this guy very quickly. And at this point, this guy knows that I can outbuild him instantly. So now he's turtling up, he's down below me. I don't want to just jump down there, like I said, it's probably not the best idea to just jump blindly down something if you know a guy's camping in there, because I guarantee they're going to melt you with their shotgun. They're going to get a big hit on you. So it's probably not the best option. So I see this guy come out, and since I know exactly where this guy's at, I get one tag him with the shotgun, put my walls up, build a little bit, try to go for an edit play there. I missed, but he jumps down. I dig him in the head for over 100 damage, and as soon as I kill that guy, it was good timing. The circle was coming in. As I'm pushing up, I hear a ton of fighting. I mean, a ton of fighting southeast. There's probably 3 guys over there just going ham at each other, and I'm trying to figure out where everybody's at before I push up, because there's a solo somewhere that I don't know. As I land on top, I see bandages, which is a really good opportunity to pop a bandage, get as much health as I possibly can before going into those fights. Here I take the launch pad and I go over to the teams that were fighting, and I see a guy on top, and this is the guy that I wanted to go for because he was on top. That was the positioning that I wanted, so I kind of wanted to rush this guy. I was aware that I could have gotten third party by a team below me, so I had to keep that in mind. I didn't want to build up too high, but at the same time, I was being as quick as I can. I wanted to end this gunfight as quick as I possibly could, because if not, there's a pretty good chance that I could get shot down by other players. So I know this guy's under me. I'm trying to figure out exactly where he is. I don't know exactly where, but I'm just trying to figure out, given a general idea of where this guy's at. He pushed down the launch pad. I took the launch pad. I see exactly where this guy landed, and I see the other teams that were fighting. So I kind of knew where everybody was at, and then that's where I wanted to make my play. I wanted to try to go for a third party on this guy, so I got up behind him because I know he was fighting a guy in front of him. So I was trying to get this guy pinched. And as soon as I saw him distracted by another player, that was my opportunity to push up. So I double ramp push with walls all the way up, so I knew he wasn't going to shoot me down by the time I got to him. I knew he was distracted, so I was kind of surprised that he turned around in time. I thought I was going to get the high ground on him there. As I peek over my ramp, I see this guy choke his build right there. So that was my perfect opportunity to get high ground on this guy. I go for an edit play. He puts the pyramid, so I wasn't able to shoot him down. So I wanted to shoot out his ramps right here, and I wasn't able to shoot it down in time before it got to me. At this point, this guy's got the high ground. I didn't have too many mats. I had 300 mats, but I didn't want to keep going into a build fight because I knew after that the circle was going to come in and the circle was going to go elsewhere, and I had to get down. So I didn't want to burn too many mats, and this guy's trying to go for an edit play on me. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to try to put my wall, and if this guy has his wall, which is perfectly fine, I just have my shotgun out and I'm trying to get a shot on this guy. This guy hit me for a little bit of damage. I hit him for a little bit of damage. The next circle is going to be in 18 seconds. And the thing about these last couple of circles is they move pretty quickly. So if you already have guys who are over there, they rotated quickly. A lot of times they're going to beat you to it, and they're going to camp, and they're just going to air spam you coming out of the circle. So you're really going to get screwed over there if you don't rotate early. I tried to pop out my big shield, but I didn't really realize that the circle was coming in, and the circle was coming in pretty quickly. So I just had to push the circle, trying to get shot too much because I only had 300 mats. The circle takes a ton of damage. It does 5 damage a tick. There was only 2 other players. There was a guy in front of me, but I saw a guy trying to break out. And I see this guy comes out. I absolutely lasered this guy, so now it is a 1v1. And this guy's shooting at me. I didn't have many mats, so the best thing I could do was just rush up, try to do anything I can to get a couple shots on this guy. At this point, the circle is coming in. In my opinion, when the circle is coming in like this, I think the person on the ground has the better advantage because I can shoot this guy down. I can shoot this guy down whenever, get a few tags with a shotgun, and that's exactly what I did because I was trying to get as much health off of him as possible because I don't have many mats, so I have 80 mats total. I get a few tags, and this guy gets on top of the barn, which kind of could have screwed me over because I had to go around the barn. I take even more damage to the storm, and thank God this storm stopped right here. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't end up dying to the storm. I know I tagged him a few times with my pump shotgun as I was coming from the storm. I shoot this guy's ramp out, and as he's coming down, I hit him a few more times before he could build again. And for this game right here, I say I probably got into the most different situations possible. There were so many different situations that I got to every single time. So that's why I really wanted to use this gameplay for the video. And alright guys, that's gonna wrap it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys learned something. If you did, make sure to drop a like in this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Turn on my notifications so you're notified for every single new video. And alright guys, I will see you in the next video.